this video, I'm going to show you 2 speed building exercises for guitar players that I learned from watching a video called Learn to Shred with Just 6 Patterns, Guitar Lessons and Tasks by a guy named BERNTH, B-E-R-N-T-H. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but this guy can shred, but it's called 6 Beginner Shred Patterns. I learned all these patterns, and then he has a thing at the end where he plays them all together. And I learned that thing, but I figured out 2 of those things I could not do nearly as fast as he did. Because of that, I developed for myself 2 of these speed building exercises so I can catch up. So that's what I'm going to show you, these 2 patterns that are awesome for shredding. So if you like this video, give me a like and subscribe to see more. And by the way, BERNTH, you are the man. You can jam, you can shred. Holy schmoly. Check out his channel and go ahead and subscribe because you will learn a lot. All right, so the way I play this first one is I take my pointer finger and I put it on the 5th fret of the G. And what I do is I pick up, and then I take my ring finger and I pick down on the 9th fret of the D. And then I use my ring finger to pick up on the 7th fret of the D. Then I pick down with my pointer finger on the 5th fret of the D. Then I go back and I pick up on the 7th fret of the D. Then I pick down on the 9th fret of the D. And then I pick up on the 5th fret of the G. Now you can do the exact opposite. You can start that whole thing by picking down on the first note and then alternate picking through it. That's actually how BERNTH does it. But personally, as far as me to get the speed, I like doing the up part. I'm more comfortable with it. But BERNTH recommends that you learn both. And I'd recommend getting a metronome and do it as slow as you can to get it right. So you do that, you go. That's the first thing you do. And then you do it again, you repeat it. And then you do it again, but you don't pause in the middle, you do it. You do it 3 times and then pause. Okay, so that's the first one. The next one is, and all that is, I got my pointer finger on the 7th fret of the D, pick down. All these are going to be alternate picking. Then I got my ring finger and I put it on the 9th fret of the D, pick down, up, and then down again on the 10th fret of the D. Then I pick up on the 7th fret of the G. Then I go back down. Just alternate pick all the way down. So you pick down again on the 10th fret of the D, up on the 9th fret of the D, and then 7th. And you pick up on the 7th fret of the D at the end. So that's the first part. Right, so that's the first part of that. But then you do it again. So this time you do the same thing. But instead of going back down, you go up. There you go. 7th fret of the D down, 9th fret of the D up, down on the 10th fret of the D, up on the 7th fret of the G, pick down on the 9th fret of the G, and then up on the 10th fret of the G. And repeat. And then you do the same thing, you just slide it up 2. And you do the same thing, but the frets are the 9th fret of the D, the 10th fret of the D, and the 12th fret of the D. And then the same thing on the G, the 9th, the 10th, and the 12th. All right. So thank you so much for Bernth. Check out his video. Thank you for the video, Bernth. Peace out. If you like this video, give me a like and subscribe to see more.